Hey everyone, welcome back to the latest GoSkills Excel Challenge solution. How close did you get to solving it? Well, we've got Microsoft trainer Deborah Ashby ready to share her solution. Check it out right now.
Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's take a look at how I chose to solve this month's Excel challenge. Now, if you recall from the teaser trailer, the solution that we're looking for here is we want to be able to type in the last name of one of our customers in cell C6 and have it return all of the customers in this table on the right-hand side. Now, in order to set this up and get this to work, there's a few steps we need to do first of all, because we have half of our customers listed on the Customers 1 spreadsheet and half of our customers listed on the Customers 2 spreadsheet. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put both of these sets of customers in Excel tables. So we're going to click in here, Control T. Yes, my table has headers. Click on OK. Let's just change the table style. I'm going to use this one just here. And I'm going to give this first table a name of Customers 1. Now we're going to do exactly the same for the Customers 2 data. Control T. Click on OK. Let's change that to the same color. And we're going to call this one Customers 2. And hit enter. Now, the first step here was we needed to deal with this credit card number column, because if you recall, I asked you to create a little formula that's going to replace all of the digits in the credit card number with asterisks except the last 4 digits. Now, we can do this very simply using text functions. So I'm going to make some space on the end here. And what we're going to do is we'll just start by typing in equals right. Because these credit card numbers are consistent, I can tell Excel that we're using this text and we want to extract 4 characters from the right-hand side of the cell. Close the bracket, hit enter. It's going to give us another column in the table with those last 4 numbers. Now, this isn't exactly what I want. I basically want asterisks representing all of the other digits. So what we can do here, if we go up to the formula bar, is just add what we want it to display in quote marks. So I want 1, 2, 3, 4 dash 1, 2, 3, 4 dash 1, 2, 3, 4. That needs to be wrapped in quotes, and we want to join it with our right formula. And what we should find is when we hit enter and double click to copy down, we're now getting exactly what we want. I also asked you to copy and paste values only, because once we've done this, we don't actually need the underlying formula. So we can press Control C. You can either use the new keyboard shortcut of Control Shift V, or you can use paste options, paste values only. And that is this option just here. Escape to come out, and then we can simply delete out this column and change this to credit card number. Now we want to do exactly the same on the Customers 2 worksheet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Join me back here in a couple of seconds. So now I have both data sets with hidden credit card numbers. The next step to this exercise was to combine both of these data sets into one. And we're going to combine them on the All Customers worksheet. Now, I did mention that there are a couple of methods you could use to do this. You could use Power Query or you could use formulas. I'm going to be using formulas in this example. And the formula I'm going to use to stack these two data sets on top of each other is the VStack formula. VStack stands for vertical stack, and it basically just allows us to select multiple arrays and stack them vertically on top of each other. So let's come to this cell. We're going to type in equals VStack, and then we just need to specify our arrays. Now, because I have my arrays in tables, I can simply start to type in the table name. I want to stack Customers 1 and Customers 2. Close the bracket, hit enter, and we now have a nicely stacked data set. Now, the next thing I asked you to do was remove 2 of the columns, because on the form, we're not returning the customer ID or the customer's age. So we want to make sure that we remove those from our data set. Now, again, you could use Power Query to remove the columns. You could simply delete the columns, or if you don't want to delete them, you could use another newer formula in Excel called Choose Columns. And what Choose Columns allows us to do is select which columns in our data set we want to keep. And it works on the premise that all of our columns are numbered from left to right. So let's go and edit our VStack formula. And on the front here, we're going to put in choose cols. Our array is being generated by our VStack. All we need to do now is specify the columns that we want to keep. So I don't want column 1. I do want column 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't want 8. I do want 9, and I want 10. Let's close the bracket, hit enter, and you can now see that it's removed those columns. Now, of course, when you do this, your column headings are going to be a little bit out of whack, so it's just going to be a case of rearranging those. So now we have our dataset looking good, let's go back to our form, and we can now set up our formula. Now for this, we're going to use the filter formula. And we're going to use filter because filter has spilling capabilities, which means that if there's more than one customer with the same last name, it's going to spill or show all of the customers that match that last name. So let's type in equals filter. Our array, well, our array is on all customers. So we're going to select everything, Control-Shift-Down arrow, comma, and we want to include when the last name, Control-Shift-Down arrow, is equal to whatever we've entered in cell C6, comma. What do we want to show if it can't find the last name? And I did mention in the teaser trailer that we wanted to show no customers if it can't find a match. Let's close this off, hit enter. You can see currently it shows no customers because I haven't got a last name in cell C6. So let's type in Carter to test this, and we can see, yes, it's working. Let's try another name in here. We'll go for Hill. That's working. Let's type in my name and see. We're getting no customers. And that's how I chose to solve this challenge. Tell us what you think about our solution to this challenge by commenting below or joining the conversation on our Slack channel. See you next time.
So there it is. Did you get the same results? Did you use the same approach? Or did you try something different? We'd like to know. Share your take on the challenge in the comments below or join us for more discussion in our Slack channel. Link in the description. Thanks for participating, and make sure to subscribe to this channel to get an alert when the next challenge is released. We'll see you then.